Bluff City Media presents The Anthony Sain Show with your host, Anthony Sain. Now, let's get to the show.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Anthony Sain Show. This is, of course, your host, Anthony Sain, here with my guys, man. We had to have, y'all know we had to have the big three, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this might be the best big three in the city, man, based on what we've seen a couple last weekend, man. Might be the best big three, bro.
Hey,
The thing is, we always show up.
We are real big three. We a real big three, you know.
Yeah, we're a real big three, though, man. But the thing is, if parents can't perform, we got it. Me and Kenny got it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Kenny,
right, exactly.
Paris is the guy who you'll see in the locker room, all those type of things. I think of all of us, he's the most serious person of the three up here. He's the dude who's actually out here doing something. Actually, a real journalist out here, like writing and podcasting and content creation, all that. He's actually a real journalist, and me and you are the Jaren Jackson Jr. and the Desmond Bain of this thing, I believe. and I think I am labeled as the false face of the show. I think Paris actually is the John Morant in this situation for sure.
Yes.
But either way, we still perform.
I keep getting hurt when I keep getting hurt this when time.
When we need you,
when it matters the most.
Hey, and speaking of times we needed Paris Sharkey. We needed Paris Sharkey this Monday, I believe, right? Sunday? This Sunday we needed Paris Sharkey. No, it was a Sunday.
There we go. Prime example.
Right, because you bum-ass media members in Memphis do not post video at all. Like, I do not get it, bro. And DeMichael Cole is my friend. I've asked him, like, straight up, bro, why the hell don't y'all post video? It's like nobody does it but Parrish.
Matt Enfield.
Matt does it every now and again. I'm like, bro,
Matt does it sometimes, yeah.
I'm like,
Avery do it every now and then, too.
It's so confusing, man. WREG was only people that posted the video. They posted it kind of late, though, but all the X interviews are there. Now, y'all know Paris would have been dropping that stuff as it was coming out their mouth. Because it's so many quotes that came out that just reading them, it's like, what does that mean? Like, Ja was like, man, all of my injuries I got, I didn't think none of them are my fault. I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, just reading the quote. But when you watch the video, you understand what he's really trying to say.
Right.
And then, like, you missed the body language part of it. And then people were, like, saying things about Ja as far as what he thought about Coach Isolo. And Ja was, like, ecstatic about Coach Isolo. He sounded really excited about it. Like, none of that was – you couldn't get that from a tweet. You know what I mean? So, shout out to my boy Parrish.
Okay.
In his absence, we saw that he's the man.
The guy from someone from OKC, an OKC fan or somebody, posted part of the clip of Ja Morant talking about, somebody that had been 2 seed before, but then when you see the full clip, he's actually talking about the Houston Rockets. That's what he was alluding to.
Yeah, man.
And little stuff like this.
But yeah, just like Ja Morant, we saw his absence when Paris Sharkey was not able to participate in the Grizzlies media exit interview.
Don't lie, that was the first time I felt that way too. Like Sunday, I was sitting there trying to check with the Colts. I'm like, dang.
Like, he posts his bombs. Like, bro,
dang, I need to be there, dog. I was like, what
crazy because you see him, you'll see screenshots where they're in there with recording with a phone. Like, bro, why don't y'all post the video?
I understand why the news people, because they got the cameras in the back, so they don't have no time to get it out. But
bro, I would never understand it, man. I would never understand it at all.
If Grizzlies want to give us another media credential, I'll gladly go and film.
We'll gladly go and film the shit out of all that shit.
I'll gladly share all of it. Give Parrish a chance to take a break if he needs to. But goddamn.
Speaking of Grizz Media Gate, did y'all see that CJ Hurt went on a rant and that video don't exist no more? Y'all heard about it?
I know the video disappeared.
I didn't know the video disappeared.
The clip is gone.
I didn't know the video disappeared, but I heard the rant.
But the Grizzlies do so much. They use so much time trying to protect stuff and like protect these images, and bro, it don't work, bro. it does not work at all. But I won't stick a lot on the exit interviews. We are like 3 days removed from that. And thank you guys for checking in with us live. We are live, right?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Thank y'all for rocking with us live today. But I will say this. Zach Kleiman does not look like a man that's terminated. It doesn't look like a man that's about to be terminated. But he does like a man that got the shit spooked out his ass. But it looks like Robert Parrish. Like, bro, come on, man. What the fuck, bro? Like, come on, bro. Like, all right, bro. Like, I know I be bullshit. I know I don't be around, man. But come on now. Like, this is crazy shit happened this year, man. Like, you hired a coach, but then actually hired a dude, and then you fired the coach. And come on, man. Then you, like, what the hell was going on this year? Like, I'm sure Robert Parrish had a stern conversation with him. Zach Kleiman also looked a little crackhead-ish, a little bit. Doing the interview, a little jittery, a little jumpy.
Let's use a different phrase for Zach Kleiman. What did he looked jumpy.
Yeah, he looked a little jumpy, man. Looked like he was on edge.
He looked spooked.
Weird facial gestures, like look a little spooked out, man. Said a lot of things, just looking crazy, just talking all over the place. I'm like, man, what is this dude talking about, bro? Like he's talking. So I think I made a mistake with Jake LaRavia. Like, man, what are you doing, bro? Like, come on, man. Let's stay centrally focused, man. Let's talk about dudes that's on the team, man. You know what I mean? He did not. He sounded like a man that is a John Morant fan, but did not sound overly committed to Desmond Bain. He did sound like Jaren is part of the future, but he didn't really sound overly committed to Desmond Bain. I can't knock him for that. There are some things that I would try to do with Desmond Bain if I was him. I'll say this: if there is a Desmond Bain trade, don't expect his contract worth of money to come back. I think a Desmond Bain trade actually will be a money-saving move where you trade him into a team that's got space and you get somebody, you just get one dude back. I don't think it's where you're getting two guys. I don't think it's two $15 million deals that are coming back. I think it'll be us trading Dez into space. And if a deal like that was to happen, I don't know anything. I'm just throwing that out. I think that they moved him. It would be something where a team would be absorbing Dez's deal.
Kind of like Brooklyn. Basically, back to Brooklyn again.
Yes. I think conversations would happen with Brooklyn where you're taking a smaller deal back. I don't think it'll be something where it'll be an equal money thing.
There's 27 other teams in this league, man. Can we please stop?
Yeah, can we please stop talking to Brooklyn? Yeah, exactly.
Well, if we're talking about space, though, it's only like
they do have space. And they opened up the trades they made, including the Laker trade for Dorian Finney-Smith, was so they would have cap room this summer to take some deals from teams. So I would look at if I was looking for a Desmond Bain trade, I would start with teams that have cap space. That's just my logic.
As I was listening to his exit interview, it felt like to me, and I want to hear y'all's thoughts on this.
Mm-hmm.
He subscribes to the big three, but the question is who is the big three? To me, it sounds like Zach Edey might be a part of that moving forward.
And it do sound like that he does see Dez. I mean, Edey as being a big part of what we do going forward, and I think that's fair to think, man. Like he's going to be a really good player in a couple of years.
I think he needs to be. I think he needs to be in the league. Is kind of transitioning into this anyway. Your big John Jaren, your big two essentially.
Your big two.
Your top
have
two,
some guys
and then,
that can play.
Everybody could fit around them. That seems like the route that they really. Zach Edey could be quote unquote big three, but really big two, and then he's one of the surrounded pieces. What you call it?
Yeah. But Zach Kleiman was indeed looking crazy as shit the other day. Like I said, talking all over the place. Just talking, man. He's calling dudes on two ways. Grizzly Bears, like, bro, you don't even play, bro. You don't even on the playoff roster. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why are we talking about Cam Spencer, bro?
I thought about that mystical video after Bear. What you saying?
Yeah. I think Cam Spencer could fight a gorilla by himself. Who needs 100 men? Like
he might as well have went into that. So
give me 25. Give me 25 Cam Spencers.
Give me 25 Cam Spencers. We'll beat a gorilla.
Bit a gorilla.
Yeah. He wasn't even on your roster, bro. What are you talking about?
He's a two-way, bro. What are you talking about? He's a rookie.
Insane. Just crazy talk, bro. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
I thought it was hilarious that man said, I think I've learned that Memphis really likes dogs.
Like, y'all like real niggas on this, so I didn't know that. Y'all like real niggas. I didn't know that. Damn. Like, Zach, you just tripping.
Crazy, man. Listen.
Like, I was out in Funky Town, and I saw a crackhead. And he was,
hello, Zach. How long has Zach Kleiman been here? Yeah, he was here before he became GM, right?
He been in like 10 years. Yeah.
10 years. because he came GM in 2019, So yeah. Before that,
I was riding down the street bumping Dolph the other day, and I started thinking, this is a real asset. Got to have real people here.
It feels like to me, it was those comments that made me go, That man's seat is hotter. Like he must have gotten his ass.
You got shook up, man. He probably had a conversation like, bro, you my guy. Like, you my man, bro. You my man. But come on, bro. You gotta come on, man. We can't go out like this. You know what I mean? That's another thing too, man. Like, I hear a lot of people say, like, they need to fire Zach Kleiman or they need to, whatever. Like, they is Robert Parra, right? Let's go over Robert Parra's like resume of like how things have gone. When Robert Parra bought this team, he brought in Jason Levian as his GM, who was his buddy. They were literally friends, right? They got to be
right.
They got to be cool. Like they met each other in the Chinese massage parlor. Like,
Stop it. That's true.
You did. Yeah, you didn't know that? Like he said, I met him. We linked up at a Chinese massage parlor. You didn't know that?
No, Jesus Christ.
Go look it up. Like there's like in articles, like that happened. Like that's when their friendship started.
Probably something I wouldn't admit, to be honest with you. I don't know if
and then he let Levian go because of money stuff. Like Levian was like embezzling money from him or something like that.
Yeah, he was doing bad shit. Yeah,
he found out like Levian was finessing, so he let go of Levian. And then he brings Chris Wallace back because Chris Wallace was kind of hanging around still. He brings Chris Wallace back because he was there. He didn't hire a GM. He brought Chris Wallace back. And then like his lawyer, Joe Abadi, was basically serving as overseer of the team. You remember that era, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That was his personal lawyer. And then this Kleiman kid, who literally was a kid at the time, he was younger than 30 years old when he came around. He was 27 when he came around the team. I think he was a lawyer too, right? He just kind of hung around.
He was in-house counsel for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, he just kind of hang around and kind of giving his advice on stuff. And then, hey, let's give Zach a try. Let's let him be the GM, right? So that happened. Like that is how we got here, bro. Like
assistant GM, then he went to GM, right?
Yeah. Robert Parra has never hired or fired a GM. Like he not for basketball reasons. Like it's never happened. Like he moved on from Chris Wallace because he was Chris Wallace, but he never like stepped up and said, I'm gonna go get a search. I'm going to go find a GM. It was all just this type of stuff. So when people say they need to fire Kleiman, I'm like, bro, what does that even look like? Like, we've never seen Robert Parra do anything close to that. So, but I do think that there is pressure.
Even when Kleiman started, it was like 3 people. Like it was like him and Rich
Cho and
some
all
other
kind
guy.
of shit was going on. Yeah,
it was
Rich Cho. I don't know what he does.
Was Hollinger here? Was Hollinger here? Did he leave before that?
He was gone.
He came from Portland.
Hollinger was gone when
he was gone, but I think that's out. That was out there.
No, you're right. Hollinger was here with Levian, but he wasn't here too. He didn't make it. I don't know when Hollinger got gone, man. I don't know. No, he been gone for a while though. He been gone for a while, but yeah, Zach Kleiman.
2018. I think him and Bickerstaff went out together.
Yeah, he did. That's when it was. Yep, it was the Bickerstaff thing. Yeah, but Zach Kleiman looking real crazy, man, and also. After the cameras went off, y'all, I don't know if y'all got this. Parents, you weren't there, but I had somebody, people be sending me shit, man. I had somebody send over actual extended footage that you will only see here on the Anthony Sain show. We got to pray for Zach because the man was looking super crazy. Take a look at his facial features, man. The man just down bad. I don't know who he was talking about in this clip. Just play the clip, Ken. I don't know who he's talking about.
Who's he talking about?
I don't know.
Zach Edey. He's in love.
Job. Good job altogether, man.
Good job altogether.
Oh, the face. Oh, man, the face. Oh, come on. Man. Cut this out, bro. I can't watch no more. Cut it off. I don't like seeing a man down bad like that, bro. Man looking down bad, man. Just pleading for his job. Pleading to the media and the TV.
I don't know what I'm saying right now.
Man, looking crazy, man. Zach, you my guy, bro. I can't hear you looking this damn crazy, bro.
And you got Jason Wexler and Robert Parra in the background going, dude, what the hell are you talking about?
What you doing, man?
Greer wants to know, should we expect to hear from Jason Wexler or Robert Parra?
No,
soon?
Ever, bro.
Oh, boy. No, never.
And I'm glad that Greer said that too, man. Because this is something to think about. Like, right? I'm this guy who I'm a Memphis fan over anything, right? Like, I was not a Vancouver Grizzlies fan, right? So I am a Memphis person, right? And in the back of my head, bro, I'm like, and the people say, okay, I wonder why the Sain defend Kleiman, or why the Sain say keep things the way they are, right? Because, bro, I'm extremely afraid of what could be on the other side of stuff, bro. Like, how do I know that the next GM here won't walk in the room like, why the fuck are we in Memphis? Like for real. Like, I think Zach Kleiman lives here, and he's lived here for 10 years. And I think he's I just said he was riding down the street bumping Yo Gotti. So
Dolph.
Oh, excuse me.
Dolph.
Totally different people. Yeah.
Bro.
Hey, I don't want to get shot on
Can't
nobody else.
get them messed up.
Right. My bad, bro. Yeah.
Yo,
But like, with that being said, like, I think Zach Kleiman likes Memphis, and I think he likes the Grizzlies being in Memphis. And we have an absentee owner who probably don't really care one way or another. You know what I mean? And I think you got Jason Wexler here, who's from Memphis, and you got guys who have been in this front office for a long time, who live here, call Memphis home. Even with the coach, man, like, I don't want anybody coming in and like, okay, bro, why the fuck am I coaching John Morant? Like, why is he here? Like, that's my biggest fear with all this type of stuff, bro. Like, if you start bringing new people in, because they run this team mom and pop as fuck, bro. Like, this team is not ran like other teams are ran. Like, I don't know if people really picked up on it.
You think the GM has that much power?
He's got Paris here. I think that Paris.
Point, yeah. Robert Parra in here, yeah.
Yeah, I think Zach Kleiman is the Grizzlies. Robert Parra is out of sight, like out of mind, like a motherfucker.
It's like,
so
he's an
the
angel
Grizzlies don't have
investor
a typical.
Yeah,
the Grizzlies don't have a typical situation of your regular front office.
Yeah, I think if shit get good and crazy, Robert Parra pops up and he'll say what he got to say to guys involved, and I think he might have relationships with guys. Like, we know people who've said that they talk to Robert Parra or whatever, like players or media guys or whatever. But I don't really think he's like hands-on, like, hey, whatever y'all do, man. As long as y'all ain't burned up my money, I don't care. I think he's kind of like that with it. And I just think if another guy comes in, I don't know, man. It may just be a weird fear of mine, but that's just kind of where I am with that whole thing. But any other sights and sounds from Media Day that you guys observed?
Man, I think the other big three outside of us for the Grizzlies,
Right.
apparently, they all like Tomas. They all kind of gave him a good recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Kleiman.
I'm at 60%. I think he's 60% the coach.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
I'm at 75-80, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's probably the same.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna act like I looked and watched all the full video clips, but I've seen a lot of people say he didn't mention Santi, or he mentioned like Santi, he mentioned Vince.
Did Santi even get interviewed?
Like that. Yeah, he did. He was on the list.
Okay.
What's called? So Darian Randolph, he got like quick. He did a thread of each player and had like some tidbits. I still ain't got a chance to read that. I just got a bookmark, but he did a tidbit of each player. Then talked and kind of spoke about what they talked about. So yeah, Santi was one of the players, but Kleiman didn't mention him. So that was one of my other takeaways.
Yeah.
The conversations around Dez were weird to me. Like he definitely did not give like a full-throated, like, this is what you want. Pause. What we want Dez to do, his role on the team. It felt like to me, from everything that I read and heard, was that he looks at it. This is Ja and Jaren's team, and Zach Edey plays a major role in the next few years. Like that. That's what it felt like to me. Whether that's good or bad, right. I'm not passing judgment on that. It just definitely felt strange, his discussions around Dez. But
and Cam Spencer is a gorilla that would kill 100 men any day. Like, damn, man, haul out Cam Spencer.
How many men would it take to defeat Cam Spencer?
Cam Spencer. that's what I want to know.
So he all but guaranteed Cam is getting the roster spot.
Oh yeah, he already knows.
Luke Kennard, so
he's somewhere at the Chinese massage parlor with him and Jason Levian right now.
Oh jeez,
getting next. But nah, man. My boy sounded crazy though, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like Zach, what are you doing, bro? You ain't helping your cause at all, bro. He comes out 48 wins. So what?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Doesn't 8th seed in the Western Conference? Not good enough.
Not good enough.
It might listen to TV off before he came in and joined.
Yeah, bro.
How many times do you think he practiced that first part in the mirror before he came out?
He probably thought that shit was heat before he came in. He probably came in and thought that job was heat, man. For sure. But man, we're gonna take a.
I got a lot of. I think he can do. I think he'll do good things this summer. I don't think he's a clown at all.
Yeah,
but that was
looking crazy right now.
He looked clownish in that exit interview. Like that was a right. Like some people just are not good at like motivating people. Like good content. Like extemporaneous
Some people just ain't good in front of a
speakers.
camera at all. He's a super nerd, bro. Like he ain't good in front of a camera at all.
And
He's
so I give him grace in that regard. He'll be fine and stay behind in the shadows just a little bit more. Like that was not a good look because he did not come across looking like he was. He looked like you see some of these GMs come out and talk, and you go, damn, like that promotes confidence inside me to know what the direction of the franchise is.
There's nothing he can say that can gain confidence just because he's
not that guy. He's awkward.
Yeah.
He's not that guy.
Yeah. And another thing about him too, I'm glad you said that. I don't think that Zach Kleiman is dumb. I think he's prideful, and I think that he's doubled down, literally, and tripled down on things because of pride, things that he felt like could work, right? But I don't think he's stupid, and I think he sees the same thing we see, and I think that they're giving him. Well, I'm saying the same thing people say on Twitter. I think that Robert Pera is allowing him an opportunity to work things out. I'm sure he's got a plan. I think this is going to be an active off season.
I do too.
I don't know if the activity is going to lean to productivity, but we'll see. I think they're going to try to do a lot of stuff this year because they kind of have to, bro.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
I know we need to move on, but let me ask you this. He said he was asked biggest mistake of the year, and he said not signing Jake LaRavia to the extension.
Okay.
What is your if you had to come back and say, ZK King Kleiman, like this was the biggest mistake that you made all year? What was it? Because it's clearly not Jake LaRavia.
It depends on what you're calling the year. I think that the biggest mistake he made was last offseason, like with the whole Taylor Jenkins thing, because it caused so much turmoil, man. Like switching up the offenses, bringing all this, just weird energy around the team the entire season, man. And it also it almost could have possibly started a divide between your best two players in Ja and Jaren. You saw some of that stuff kind of coming out.
Yes.
When Ja was like, well, he the franchise. That's what y'all say. So, and Ja even in the exit interview talked about how, I'm the type of dude, I don't really care, who's shining, who's looking good. That's not true. Like that's like John, we saw the season. We saw the same thing everybody else saw. I don't particularly buy that.
The shiesty mask.
Yeah, like I'm not particularly buying that Ja didn't feel a way about things. Not saying he felt the way about Jaren, but I think he felt the way about things. I think about the way things were going. So
and that
to me fucked up the whole season. Yeah.
That to me is the fault. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it started there. Not a nice little a Marcus Smart contract would look good right now if you're trying to make moves, right? Regardless of what he could have done in the playoffs. I think I keep saying Robert Smith. A Marcus Smart contract would look good to have on your books right now if you're trying to make a deal. But like I said, it's just him. It's just pride, man. Just a whole pride thing with him. But we'll take a break, man.
I'll say
go ahead.
Real quick, I would say during the season, his biggest mistake. I'm not none of us in the negotiation room, so I don't know how close they threw the word on the Dorian Finney-Smith deal, but asking for the additional second rounder, I'm pretty sure that had a lot to do with that deal not getting done. If you don't ask for the extra second rounder, if you don't ask for that extra second rounder, maybe that deal gets done. I don't know, but
my theory on that is that Brooklyn never really wanted to make the deal with us. I think they put our deal out there to see if they could get something better. Deal. And they got what they wanted. They were able to clear off a lot of salary cap. And we didn't offer that. We were trying to get them to eat John Contra's deal. But I don't. And then I was thinking the same thing that my guy Coach Vaughn was talking about, like, maybe we could sign Dorian Finney-Smith to the MLE this summer. But nah, he ain't leaving. He ain't leaving Luka. That's his guy. He ain't leaving Luka.
That's true. They played in Dallas together. Yeah,
that's his man. They're friends for real, I think. But yeah, man, we're gonna take a break. Then we're gonna talk about how you goofballs are trying to get Ja out of Memphis. We're gonna talk about that and more. My guy Evan Hayes is coming on with us later on in the show as well. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and bring Evan in on this part right here when we come back from the break. We'll talk about that and more with a live edition of the Anthony Sain Show. See you guys in a minute.
And now the season comes to an end, and as I tell people every year, to me, personally, it's like being dumped by a girlfriend. Because for the last 6 months, man, I've been out on the road, traveling with my girlfriend. Can't even go out with my friends because I'm busy with my girlfriend. And then all of a sudden she dumps me. So now I need a week. I need a week to decompress, see if my friends will still talk to me. You seem to have moved on pretty well. You look great.
The thing about me is I have something else that I truly love. I'll miss what that could have looked like, but the alternative for me is not a bad one.
See, I can't just get out and start working in the yard. That's what I'm talking about. Give me a few days. I mean, I was just at the Waldorf Astoria 3 days ago. Give me a week.
Tune in to the Night Court Podcast with your hosts, Rob Fisher and Brevin Knight, on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Disappointing season. A lot to sort through here. 48 wins, good for an 8 seed, but who cares?
Kleiman, I whoop your ass. Don't like what?
He said,
They probably ain't even got their recording credit. Like, how in the world do you sit down and you start caping for yourself immediately? Like, ain't nobody even asked you nothing yet. This man sat down and said, "Oh, terrible season, awful, couldn't do anything."
walked out the camera, just said, "Hey man, you feel me? Don't hit me yet. I already know I messed up. My bad." Like, this is exactly what he just did, bro. Like, real talk, peak game, bro.
Hands
Like,
up, man. Don't shoot, man. Hands up.
peak
Hands
game.
up.
I did it. My bad, bro. I did it. Don't. My bad. Hey, I messed
Don't whoop
up.
my ass, big bro. I'm sorry, big bro.
Tenfold,
My
you
bad.
feel me? Like, this is who y'all want, G. Like, bro.
Tune into the No Bluffing Podcast with your hosts, Christian Ingram and Evan Hayes, every Monday at 12 p.m. only on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
All right,
Hands
we're
up.
back on the. We're
Hands
back.
up.
Evan, that was hilarious. Dog.
Oh yeah,
I don't know how to fix
Oh,
all this.
man.
I'm sorry, the look is so weird looking. I don't know how to
yeah,
fix.
looking like
Here,
I'm
I'll jump out of this segment.
We'll
Y'all
make it
three
work.
can go on. Yeah,
You look like
yeah.
Jeopardy right now. The 4 screens, but
Yeah.
bro.
We are
That was
joined
cool.
now by my man Evan Hayes, co-host of the No Bluffing Podcast. It said on the screen that comes on every Monday at noon. I don't know when them niggas come on. This shit just be
Bruh,
on.
that y'all come on
No, it just
Sunday
come on.
night, then
Sunday
be
night,
there
Monday
Tuesday morning.
afternoon,
They
Tuesday.
go on Monday night.
Hey,
Them niggas just
I
be
can't
on.
even.
I don't
I
know when-
can't. Y'all can check me out there, bro. Like, Chris got a wife and kids. I'm still in school. Like,
I
it's
ain't
just
checking.
whatever.
Hey, I just
Get in, we
hey,
fit in, bro.
I just don't know when y'all come on. I just look up that joint be on. And I cut it on and watch it.
Be live.
Right,
Like I
right.
tell you.
That's my bad, Kenny. I know we got to get better. I know Kenny be mad as hell at us. Like, damn, when these jokers gonna go live? But hey, trying to make it work.
People just come on. But yeah,
Yeah.
my boy Evan Hayes is in the building. Evan, real quick, we saw the clip that you had just then. We joked about it in the first half of the show about Zach Kleiman just looking crazy in general. Just like looking ass sounding, talking crazy, talking out his ass. I support Zach Kleiman. I don't think he's a horrible GM. I think that he's gained enough equity to kind of fix his fuck ups. Like that's kind of where I'm at. And I also shared other reasons of me having a fear of what's on the other side, because you could very well get somebody in who doesn't worship Ja Morant like Zach Kleiman does, and doesn't babysit Ja like Zach has done, the whole time he's been here, probably to a fault, right? But I just kind of think that's kind of where we are. In your overall thoughts, what are your thoughts on this summer, what it could look like as far as the Grizzlies? What are some things you may want to touch on? How would you fix this roster? I know you guys talk about these type of things in depth on your show, but just give us a little something today on how you're looking at the offseason. If you were the man in the warm seat in the room, Zach Kleiman.
First things first, I want to say why I feel the way I feel about Kleiman. I don't think he's a terrible GM, but I don't feel like he has shown a long track record of making moves to propel us in the future. Like, he has drafted well. We have clearly he has drafted well. He's hitting the second round more times than I can count. But when it comes to like making moves to propel us forward, I don't have confidence in that. All the guys that he's made moves for, they're no longer on this team. So that's why I feel the way I feel about Kleiman. But when it comes to this summer, being that it doesn't seem like he is going to be fired, like y'all said, of course, the big thing is getting a solidified starting wing. Obviously, like, maybe packaging some of those guys in the bench for a starting wing, maybe get another ball handler. I feel like we need another playmaker because obviously when Ja Morant goes out, we're dead to rights. Like, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but there's no reason why, even though Ja's out, we lose a 30-point lead to the Thunder at home. Like, that shows that we need another playmaker on this team to create offense outside of Ja Morant. Yes, Scottie Pippen does a very good job. Yes, he has elevated his game when needed be. But as much as I love Scottie, he isn't the guy that I'm depending if Ja's out, if Ja's in foul trouble, to elevate his game to bring the rest of the guys with him. So a wing, an extra playmaker, and just another solidified big to kind of back up Edie and Jaren if he's still on this team. But that's a whole conversation for the day.
Right.
To
Right.
like in those, so it's not all on those two because we've seen Jay Huff was unplayable down the stretch. We saw we lost BC. So those are the three things that are the top of my list that I want to see. I know some people on social media saying, well, I'm on Giannis or this big swing guy. If it happens, cool. But in the realistic idea, I see that happening. So those are the three best things I see coming
I
into.
tell people all the time, well, not all the time, but I tell people ever since last night pretty much that if you're looking for, that sounds real stupid what I just said. If you're looking for a Grizzly trade for Giannis, right? If you have these trade scenarios for Giannis Antetokounmpo, keep in mind that Milwaukee told Dallas no to Luka. Just keep that in mind. Like while you're talking about Giannis trades, and that should pretty much end your speculation of what you think Milwaukee thinks about him or what you think the Grizzlies will be able to get for him. Yeah, that's definitely something to think about. I'm pretty much right there with you, man. I think the Grizzlies need to add a wing that can either start or come off the bench. That's why I think Dorian Finney-Smith would have been perfect. Because if he's your starting wing, I think he would have been fine with that. I think if he was coming off the bench, I think he'd been fine with that too. We can play some of the four. He would have been really good for this team. Like, I hate that move didn't go as planned for the Grizzlies. I'm with you on that. I wouldn't trade assets for that though. I think I would try to get that in. I would try to use the mid-level exception to get that in free agency. Because when you talk about trading guys, I mean, you're talking about, I think everybody, I think a lot of people, I think the three of the people on this show right now, we're all Gigi Jackson fans. Like, we want to keep Gigi, right? So you're talking about, you would move Vince. I mean, who are you talking about? Vince and John Concha. I mean, so it's like, it ain't really much.
And even that contract wise, like, you really ain't got no matching contract.
It's nothing you can really match.
Player.
Yeah.
Because they like $2 million, even contract $6 million. It's like,
that's true.
Players worth. The type of win we talking about is worth. Dorian Finney-Smith can pay 14 right now, right? So it's gonna be hard to trade for that.
You can maybe do a Santi signing trade. That actually means that the team wants Santi though, which is the difficult part about that.
That's the big question.
A team got to sign him to
nobody's gonna take this guy that you just signed to a $20 million per year deal.
Exactly.
In multiple years, just because you're trying to get your roster better. Like, all right, why do I want him? So there are things that can be done as far as that goes. As far as the additional ball handler thing, that's why when people have the conversations about Dez versus Jaren, right? Like, Dez is supposed to be that dude, but we've seen he can't be that dude. You know what I mean? Like, he's just not that guy.
Yeah.
And when Ja goes down, my guy Fast Baked Breakfast was like, he said the Grizzlies are literally burning 19 seconds of the shot clock, and Jaren's dribbling the ball to the post because we don't have a guy that can simply break down the defense and get Jaren moving or get him in the paint. Like, Dez and Scottie Pippen Jr. just were not able to do that against. Oklahoma City has a legendary defense. Their defense is good as shit. But you still should be in a situation where Jaren didn't have to say, all right, let me take the ball from the three-point line and post myself up. Like, they shouldn't have to do that. You know what I mean?
Bro,
but
I can tell you how many times my wife just watching, she crashing out, right? And I'm like, I've seen this all year. But she was like, bro, why is Jaren breaking off the court? Why is Santi? I was like, look who we got. Dancing back, can't dribble.
These dudes can't dribble. And they don't know how to make a post pass. Like, they don't know how to do any of this stuff.
I'm
gonna dribble to the post. I'm gonna dribble the ball to the post. So y'all can't hoop. But and I think that all the bullshit that happened this season, even the ugly losses, all those type of things, I think that it can be beneficial if the Grizzlies, because people talk about coaching, right? My thing is, I don't give a flying fuck who the coach is. as long as they bring somebody in who's going to uproot all this bullshit these boys have been running for the last 6 years and just implement something solid that's going to make Ja look good as shit and Jaren look good as shit. Hey, and guess what? Maybe at the same time.
Jaren,
Like if you can figure that out, bro, I don't even give a damn who the coach is, because if you can make it seem like those two dudes are actual teammates, or those two dudes like each other, like those two dudes have chemistry, I don't really care who the coach is if they can come in and figure that out. But like I said, there are so many legacy issues, so many deep-rooted things that are just part of what we do that just need to get the fuck out of here. And I think if we can do those type of things, simplify things to make it where Ja and Jaren are this tandem that can hoop together, they can play off each other, I think you can make a lot of stuff happen. But like I said, I don't really care, bro. If it's Mike Malone, if it's Moses Malone, if it's Mike Budenholzer, Mike Assholer, I don't care who was it. I don't care who y'all bring in.
Steve Nash, bring everybody. I don't go.
Yeah, Neeson Nash, I don't
nah,
care, bro. Like,
I saw Steve Nash coach. Nah,
no, I'm good on Steve
nah.
Nash. You talking about Nepo
I know
baby.
you not it.
Nepo baby.
It just comes down to, and I agree with you, I feel like it just comes down to breaking bad habits, because this team has
so many,
a
bro.
lot of bad habits over the years.
Yeah.
Like, just the seriousness on this team has been lacking. Just how we run on a daily basis. Like, much as I love Ja Morant, as you said, Ja Morant at times can be very, like, immature. Let me say that. Even though I love Ja, like, sometimes he's locked in with just him coaching front office, like they're not on the same accord. So just cutting all this bullshit out. I feel like Jaren doesn't have accountability. I feel like Dez sometimes just chucks when he doesn't need to. Just whoever brings in, bro, I just want accountability and structure. Those are two things that this team has not had in this Grizz next gen era, at least on a consistent basis. Like, I got sick of every time they was in an interview, they were saying, "Oh, Jenkins is our guy. He's a player coach." Like, I don't give a f about none of that. If he's doing that and y'all still don't have the results on the floor, something ain't wrong. Like, it don't care if you like the dude. It's just if he putting y'all in the best position to score and be successful. And we haven't had that. That's why I know y'all talk about on the break that, like, y'all percentage of, like, how confident are you in Isolo. I'm kind of what you saying. I'm about on the 60-65%, because even though this team didn't look great in certain spurts, at least he maximized Ja. And if he can maximize Ja, I would like with the offseason he has a better chance of maximizing Jaren.
I would like to see what it looks like when they get to camp and he's instilling Coach Isolo shit. Because I think like nobody can tell me that dude can't coach. Like that dude's resume speaks for itself. And I had this conversation with different people as well. Like, which is crazy. When you think about when people say, okay, because this has been my thing, like Taylor Jenkins was the guy who couldn't get us over the hump. We got to get the coach to get us over the hump, right? Yeah. But the over the hump coach is a lot more Tomas Isolo than it is Mike Malone or Mike Brown, or it's guys like him.
Yeah, it's where the NBA is going.
That's true.
It's Rick. I mean, I know I can take you back to Phil Jackson.
I never heard
Phil
of Mark
Jackson was a first time coach. Phil Jackson was a first-time coach. He took over the Bulls as a first-time coach. Steve Kerr was a first-time coach, bro.
New philosophy. And they had a new philosophy that was a new structure.
They didn't go get some old vet coach to come in and take those teams to the promised land. It's been guys that like are first-time dudes, man, who just are smart, innovative, got some new stuff going on. Mike Daignault for Oklahoma City was a fucking G League coach. Did not play for anybody professionally. I don't even think he played college ball. What's my boy with Boston right now?
Missoula.
His weird ass. He played a little college ball. He wasn't a pro. Yeah, I mean it's leaning more towards these guys who just have new, innovative ideas and just can lead guys and those type of things. I'm not saying Isolo is the fit for the Grizz. I do not know. I don't know any more than anybody else who's saying anything talking. Like, I don't know anything. I don't know if he's gonna be the dude. I don't know if Sam Cassell could be the dude. Sam Cassell ain't never coached nobody. He's an assistant coach from Boston. It's been a long time. He ain't never said there's a long distance between that seat number 2 and seat number 1. Don't let nobody tell you no different, bro. Yeah. It's easy to be the good cop in the bad cop, good cop situation. Or it might be easy to be the bad cop in the bad cop, good cop. But sliding over to that big seat is different. And he ain't never been there either. I don't know what Sam Cassell could do. And Josh got a resume and not listening to no goddamn body. So I don't know why. Oh shit. Oh, Sam Cassell's in the building. Like, bro, we had Derrick Rose here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Penny Hardaway lives in the city of Memphis. Like, and all these people.
Right.
I don't think Ja will be overly impressed by anybody as far as being former players. As far as current coaching candidates are concerned, there's one dude I think Ja would be impressed by and would be kind of oh man, I'm listening to him because this is my dog. And that's Rajon Rondo. And he's not a guy that you would hire as your number one coach. The assistant maybe. Yeah. I don't think he's anywhere near as down the bench as Sam Cassell is. But like I don't know, man. Like I don't know how the whole thing's gonna play out. But you mentioned Ja Morant earlier, Evan, and I'll talk about that. That is, of course, the big thing everybody's been talking about is rumors and murmurings that aren't even real at all about Ja Morant getting up out of Memphis, right? And I'm listening to I'm gonna say this. I'm listening to the Jeffrey Wright show on 92.9 ESPN, right? And he's referencing Matt Hardlicker, right? I don't even know if you know who that is, but Matt Hardlicker is this guy, an old school blogger. Like when I first got in the game, Matt Hardlicker was blogging too. He was writing for Grizzly Bear Blues at the time. I want to say he moved to Atlanta. He's from Atlanta, and he kept blogging. He started blogging independently, all those type of things. And they were referencing like he's a really good writer, just a really good writer. I know Chris Harrington's a fan of his. I call myself, your favorite media member's favorite media member. He's your favorite writer's favorite writer. He just writes well, right? And Jeffrey Wright was like, well, Matt Hardlicker wrote, and he's kind of an insider. I was like, man, Matt Hardlicker don't know shit. He's just a good ass writer, bro. like let's stop the madness, bro. But anyway, people are talking about this whole Ja thing, right? Like, should the Grizzlies move him? And Tim McMahon whole ass is saying his little stuff and write his articles about this and that. But I'm gonna tell you what bothers me the most, man.
Mm-hmm.
The whole after Luka, anything can happen.
That's it. Yeah. That's it.
And I'm like, bro, anything can happen, bro. Like,
yes.
Can the Grizzlies trade Ja Morant? Yes. Can Milwaukee trade Can Milwaukee trade Giannis? Yes. But let's not act like waking up and deciding to make your team worse is something that GMs actively get up in the morning and do. Like, fuck all this. We went to the finals. Let me trade my best player, and fuck it. Whatever happened. Like that's not the new NBA, bro. That's like just because Nico and his owner, or his owner and Nico, whatever theory y'all tend to subscribe to, just because that happened doesn't mean everybody's like, oh man, fuck these stars, man. Like we get them out of here. Like that's not real, bro. Like it really bothers me that Luka trade happened just because people are gonna point everything to that, right?
That's
you know what I mean?
Point.
Yeah.
That's not how this thing goes. And like I see people saying after Milwaukee loses, after Milwaukee lost. It feels like they have to trade Giannis. Like, why do they have to trade Giannis? Like, and do what? They're not going to get better. So what are they doing? Like, why are you trading?
Right.
And people don't understand those type of things, bro. Like, you look at Portland, right? Portland wasn't finna win nobody's championship. Damian Lillard was never going to be the best player on the team that wins the championship. They weren't going to get free agents. They weren't making trades to make their team good enough. But Portland kept Damian Lillard there long as hell to stay relevant because he meant something to the city. Because people would go to Portland games just because Dame was playing, right? In Portland. He meant something there.
Yep.
Giannis won a championship in Milwaukee, but even if he hadn't, you ain't in no rush to get him up out of there, bro. You ain't not in a rush to get him up out of there.
Unless he demanded it. That's the only way.
If you want to get out, you get him out.
Yeah, but that's the only way. And knowing him, and knowing him, he's from Greece.
Like Pat Riley.
He loyal to the soil, bro. He ain't
And even if he said he want to leave, you get down and grovel like Pat Riley, like, oh, please, 7-foot black man, don't leave. Like it's crazy. It's crazy that people think like, oh, this team is bad. Oh, they need to trade Giannis. Like, what is that gonna do? Like, it's gonna make them horrible.
Makes it worse.
Blow it up. They just blow the team at that point, which most people not gonna do if you have a top 5, top 10 player consensus on your team. Like,
and I'm gonna tell y'all the prime example of this shit. The Atlanta Hawks, right? Ain't finna win nobody's championship. All these trade rumors about, oh, they're about to trade Trae Young, and I was like, man, get Trae ass out of there. Keep DeJounte Murray. Get Trae Young out of there. Keep like all that.
Right.
Did they do that shit? They said, no, DeJounte Murray, get your ass, get your broke leg ass out of here.
Right. Trae Young sells tickets.
Because Trae Young sells tickets, bro. and they'll never win. That team is not going to be a championship team. Like, there would be no purpose in trading Ja Morant, bro. There's nothing you can do basketball-wise is going to make the Grizzlies better if you trade Ja Morant. Will we ever win a championship with Ja? Probably not. It's just being real. Like, if Ja Morant's your best player, you're probably not going to win a championship just because of his style of play. That's what NBA history says. But Ja Morant means so much to the city. Ain't nobody lining up to buy Jaren's fat ass shoes, right? Ain't nobody wearing, jocking the Desmond Bain nothing. Like, kids ain't. You go to a game in Atlanta, you ain't gonna see a Desmond Bain jersey. You ain't gonna see whoever. Like, there's like Ja Morant is a once in a lifetime type player for the Memphis Grizzlies to get. You ain't you trying to stretch that. Yeah.
To your point, like, game 4, people was like, "Hey, nobody here. Why nobody getting tickets?" Yada yada.
Because Ja ain't playing, bro.
Ja Morant ain't playing. That's why. That's why. Like,
it's no need for no type of
it's pretty simple.
economical, spiritual, poverty conversation. No, nigga, Ja Morant ain't playing. I ain't going.
Right.
It's fucking Saturday morning. When was it? Saturday afternoon, right?
It was 2:30.
Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday
Saturday at 2:30. I'm finna throw some on the grill. I'm not going there to watch us lose.
Yeah, nah.
Because Ja ain't playing. Like, that shows you the gravity of how good, not just good of a player, how big of a figure he is, bro. Like, you don't trade that dude. There's no basketball reason to trade that, bro. Like, he makes the city relevant.
No, that's like he's 25. You ain't finna trade him at 25.
Yes. He's
Maybe
in his
30.
prime. He's having in his prime yet.
Bro, I'm driving down Winchester, and driving down Winchester the other day, and I see this clothing store. I gotta go check them out too. Clothing store has this huge vinyl of Ja Morant with a ski mask on.
Oh, I saw you post that.
The world.
You didn't post it.
The basketball is a world, and in his other hand is a bag of money, right? And I'm like, and it just really embodied Memphis, bro. So one dude was like, "Oh, he's shading. That's shade. He's trying to say Josh Robinson." No, bro. That thing came out a long time ago. That image of Ja is old, and it's basically saying, bro, like, Ja's got the world in his hands. He hood as shit. He getting paid. It's just Memphis, bro. He's a big deal, and I never saw that for Mike Conley. I never saw that with Sebo. Only thing I've seen close to that was the Marcus Gasol thing, where he was supposed to be like King Kong and had that lady in his hand, but he's nowhere close to the level. Right, exactly.
What Grid just said, bro. That's my biggest fear.
You might want to move the team.
Yeah. My automatic thought is that at least ends in 2029. If you trade Ja, they might be gone.
Yeah,
they might be gone.
The dude does this, and fucking soccer players in Brazil are doing this shit. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. Like, what basketball reason would you trade Ja Morant? It makes no sense on or off the court to trade him. Like this, and it's like people come up with all these think pieces and all that. Like, bro, it makes, and you never hear this about big market teams. You don't.
It's all smart.
The Knicks went and got Karl Anthony Towns. They went and got Mikal Bridges' ugly mouth ass. They went and got OG, all of them. Ain't finna win shit. Struggling with Detroit. Finna get their ass smacked in the next round.
Damn, near should have lost in this first round.
Right. Ain't nobody finna say, man, they got to get Jalen Brunson the fuck out of there. Like, they ain't saying that.
I'm not saying that, bro. I don't get it, bro. Like, I feel like it's laughable. I tweeted, I feel like it's laughable and asinine the fact that people are trying to like make these rumors out of thin air. And
just pulling out shit.
Ja is on the market. There is no way, shape, or form
coming.
That
you knew it was coming.
Yeah, he knew it was coming because the media has their weird obsession with Ja Morant. When he's playing well, they love him. But if anything chink in the armor comes out, they attack him like he's. I'm trying to think of some analogy. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I think it's the media's relationship with Ja Morant is just probably one of the most toxic relationships I've seen with a superstar in a long time.
Yeah, man, it's weird.
They want to bring him out of Memphis so they can pull that star in a bigger market so they can put him on Front Street after that. Like, that's what they really trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to put Ja against the city, put Ja against the fans, which I feel like is a very backwards and effed up way.
I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. Even with Giannis, bro. Even with Giannis, leave that man the fuck alone, bro.
Yeah,
like, if he want to stay in Milwaukee, let him stay. Because it's like, we got to figure out how to get Giannis with heat culture. Man, what in the hell on this team that got beat by 60 is Milwaukee want?
Right.
Yeah, like,
What does the Bam Adebayo press conference look like in Milwaukee, right?
he ain't gonna say nothing, bro.
bro.
And you know what it is? It's not even like regular people. Like I was on a podcast yesterday for my guys in the DMV area, and they had no recollection of thinking, oh, the Grizzlies trading Ja. They saw the rumors. They was like, the fuck's trading Ja. So it's really the media. Like
It's just media members,
it's not
bro.
even like regular. Yeah.
They trying
We
to push their own narrative.
gonna wrap up here, man, because I'm gonna say something that I really think needs to be said. Memphians, I love y'all. Y'all know I love this city. This new championship or bust thing that we got going on, y'all gotta chill out with this shit, bro. I've watched 25 years of this shit, and we ain't never won no championship. This grit and grind team that y'all say y'all want us to start being tougher and harder, and they ain't never won shit. They ain't never got close to winning shit. They got to the conference final, got their ass smacked up out of there 4-0 swept. And they got there because a lot of dudes in the West got hurt that year. Just enjoy competitive, good-ass basketball in your city by a team that, as fucked up as the season was. I had this conversation with Evan yesterday. As fucked up as the season was, bro, we were 2 games away from being the 3rd seed, bro. Like, it was all the fucked up shit that happened. We were 2 dumbass Brooklyn games away. We were a Atlanta buzzer beater. We were a
Chicago,
New York buzzer beating New York.
San Antonio Spurs game. New York Knicks. We were a few of them away from being 3rd in the West, bro. Like, with all the crazy shit that happened.
54 wins right there.
Like, enjoy the fact that we've been to the playoffs. I want to say 15 out of 25 seasons we've been to the playoffs.
Yeah,
here in Memphis. Like,
yep.
Enjoy the fact that we've got a young superstar here. And, like just go enjoy basketball, bro. Like, the chances of us winning a championship, and that's the thing, too. Like with the way that the draft works and free agency and trades and all that type of thing, enjoy like I said, people say, oh man, get Gigi out of here, throw him in a trade. And you better hope Gigi Jackson turn into something, because a dude like that could be the dude that could push us into a championship type of team if he pans out, right?
Yep.
And I don't know, but I'm just getting my end of the season rants off too, man. But I'm gonna let y'all gentlemen go back to y'all day. I'm hungry too. I'm gonna make one more rant. And I'm gonna get about this show. If y'all don't shut y'all dumb ass up about this, we should have kept Steven Adams up. I will slap the shit out of everybody, bro.
And Dylan Brooks. And Kyle Anderson. Like, bro, get this.
They down 3-1-2.
They finna get bounced out too.
Oh my God,
Mr. Wheeler,
take
don't know
Will,
ball.
I appreciate you.
I saw Dylan Brooks wake up Jimmy Butler the other night, right?
He told his ass
Butler.
He told him, man, you a whole
Same
ass
thing he
dude.
did with Bron.
You a whole
Yeah,
ass
I would say I saw this movie before.
Like, I've seen this before, and you see they finna get that bounced out in this game because Dylan
in a perfect world where Taylor Jenkins wasn't his coach, a scenario where Dylan Brooks evolved to this in Memphis, hey, I would have loved to see that. But that's not who Dylan Brooks was. And it's crazy because the same people that dog Dylan Brooks are the same people that are using him to dog us, like the Kendrick Perkins. But Dylan, I'll give you that. Dylan. Would I like a guy that's hard nosed on this team like Dylan that don't take a lot of shots though? Yes, I would like that dude on this team. Cool. But the fact that y'all are out there acting like y'all would have been okay with Steven Adams being on this team hurt for 2 years, not playing at all, are full of shit, bro. And like y'all see a clip of him playing for Houston and giving good minutes. Steven Adams is playing 15 minutes a game in the playoffs, bro. Like, he's not the starter. He's not a starting center for Houston. He will never be a starting center again in the NBA. Like, he plays very small, limited minutes for Houston, right? So what makes you think he could be our starting center?
Yeah.
Rookie year Steven Adams was not as good as rookie year Zach Edey is right now.
Right.
And he didn't get good until year maybe 2 or 3 when he got into it with Zebo. That was year 2, Steven Adams, if I'm not mistaken. But he still wouldn't. Zach Edey is on a trajectory to be a much better player and do the things that Steven Adams did, except for the passing. He'll never be that level of dude. But as far as the rebound and screen setting and all that, Zach Edey has got those things fine. Like I said, man, go ahead. Just getting our shit off. Get the shit off, man.
Yeah, get the shit off.
Say somebody's name, man. Say somebody. Go ahead.
Like, what I feel like what pisses me off, and y'all may disagree with me, I feel like we as a fan base like overrate the 2022 season. Like,
oh my God, bro.
Like,
yeah, that's true.
That is true.
Oh
like we fall in love with the most. Like,
man,
we do. I'm
If
a
I hear
victim.
Kyle Anderson one more time.
Yeah, like
Go
I'm a
ahead,
victim
Phil.
of this because I hold a little Anthony Milton a little closer to my heart,
Oh,
so I can say I'm gonna say I'm
who he play
probably.
for? Who he play for right now?
Don't he play for the Sixers right now?
Don't he put? No, he don't.
He
He out
don't
for
play
the
for the
season.
Sixers.
He got
Oh,
hurt. Yeah,
yeah, he
Who he
got
play
hurt.
I
for?
think he got
Washington or
traded to
something like that.
Philly, but he was out for the season.
Yeah.
No,
I
he
think
got
it was
traded
Philly.
again.
Who is he
I
playing
got
for?
traded. Well, he was hurt, so I didn't know. Yeah, once you get
Philly.
traded
No,
multiple
that's
times,
who
you
he
already
originally
out.
went to. Then he
Yeah.
went to the
Yeah.
Warriors for a minute, and then he got
Yeah,
traded.
because he was with Golden State. He got hurt, and I don't know who they traded him to, but he's out for the season. I remember that. I don't know who they
Whoever
traded
in
him
the
to.
He
chat.
does
Okay, he
not
playing for the
still play
Warriors.
for the Warriors, bro.
I
No,
could
he
have
got
sworn
traded from Golden State. The Golden State traded him, but he was out.
Philly, bro.
He was already out for the season. But I don't know who they traded him to. I don't know if he was in the
Anthony
Dennis Schroeder
Melton. Who is
trade
this
or
dude?
the
Brooklyn, huh?
Jimmy Butler
Brooklyn,
trade.
that's right. Yeah,
Oh, it's
Brooklyn.
for
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
So the Dennis
anyway,
Schroeder trade, he was in that one.
yeah, Dennis Schroeder trade. So he got
And
traded
garbage
again.
ass Kyle Anderson, bro. Like, what are
Yeah,
y'all talking
but
about, bro?
And yeah, Miami, he just lost by 55.
yeah, like I agree, and I feel like because of that, I feel like we overrate that 22 season. Like, yes, that was the best season in the Grizz next gen era, but I don't realistically think
The
we were going
best result.
to win
It is the
the
best
best
ending
result.
result. Yeah.
Best
It
ending
wasn't the
result.
best team, bro.
Yeah, I don't personally think we're going to win the championship that year. Like, yeah, if Ja
No,
Morant
you ain't gonna win
did get
nothing.
hurt, like I don't think we. So when people say like we want Steven Adams and all these guys back, like even then we weren't a legit contender. Like I still think we ran into Boston in the final. We would got beat by Boston. Let's say even if we get by the Mavericks in the West Conference Finals. Like I feel like we need to pamper our expectations because that year wasn't as good as people like. Like we got bounced.
Who came out the West that year?
The Warriors. That's the year the Warriors won.
Yeah,
And they
Golden
beat
State,
who?
we lost to them.
I mean, who did they beat in the conference finals? Who did they beat in the conference
The
finals?
Mavericks. I said Dallas.
Luka.
Mavericks.
Yeah, Luka.
Luka.
They would've
So
busted
that would have
ass.
been a good series.
Dorian
That's what I'm saying.
Finney-Smith.
Griffin Smith. That's what I'm saying. Even if we get to the finals, I'm not taking us against the Celtics. I'm not. Like they were still a very good team that year. Like they just ran into Steph on going.
Celtics would have made us look like Oklahoma City made us look a few weeks ago.
Facts,
Last
bro.
weekend.
So like it makes me so frustrated seeing like people try to reminisce on those days because like we weren't close. Frankly, like you said, we've never been close as a franchise, but we have our talented team now. So it's
Right.
all looking to what we can
And then
have instead of
let's
just
go back to that
reminiscing
season,
all this
man.
shit.
Let's go back to that season. The Clippers were without
Russell Westbrook.
No, the Clippers were without Paul George and
Kawhi.
And
Oh,
Kawhi.
that's about 2022 year. Yeah.
Denver was hurt.
Jamal
Who
Murray
all
was hurt that year.
Who all was fucked up that year, man, in the West? It was just
Jalen Brunson was Luka was dealing with something. Angela Brunson was dealing with something that
yeah, like the West just wasn't the West. Like the West wouldn't. I want to say the Lakers were ass because Anthony Davis was hurt.
That's year LeBron got hurt like midway through. He got hurt again like midway through.
If everybody was healthy, 2021-22 wouldn't even been a conversation point, bro. Like I remember as a fan like being happy as hell that we were getting everybody shorthanded. I remember being happy as hell that our record was good as a motherfucker because we were getting everybody shorthanded. So, man, stop it, bro. Like that team had freaking Xavier Tillman as your backup center, bro. Stop. Like,
come on,
stop, bro. Like, stop, bro. Like,
yeah.
Oh man, stop. Get out of here. And Tyus Jones is a very solid point guard, but I think he's if we had Tyus Jones the other night, we would have won. That game we lost when we were up 29. Because that's all we needed was like a true point guard.
Steady presence.
But as far as like hooping, Scottie Pippen Jr. took that shit down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also you can say about Stones, but Stones in the playoff series did not show up against in that
garbage as hell.
He did not show up. Like
Scottie Pippen is like the best version of Tyus and DeAnthony Melton combined to one for a playoff series.
Yeah,
that's who we wanted to replace them to.
Yeah.
That type of player.
Exactly.
But this is all I'm gonna say, man. Like another thing that people are kind of tripping about that kind of has me optimistic. Out of the 20 all rookie first and second team guys that have been selected in the last 2 years, this season, last season, there's 2 teams, 5 and 5, right? 3 of them are on this roster, play for us right now. There's Zach Edey, Jalen Wells, Gigi Jackson. I expect all 3 of those dudes to be good players next year. Like most guys who the normal trajectory for guys who are in that type of conversation that are named amongst the top rookies, they're ready to be contributing players on a good team the next season. I'm not out on Gigi Jackson. Gigi has some personal maturing he's got to do. He's got to get his body together. He's got to have a summer dedicated to getting his body together. A lot of Gigi stuff this year was being out of shape even after the foot thing. Same thing with Vince Williams. So I don't think Vince is going to play for us next year. I think he may be a piece that you need to make a kind of small around the edges deal work. But yeah, I'm optimistic about my dudes, man. Like and Zach Edey getting that playoff experience. Even Jalen Wells sitting there hungry as hell, mad as hell that he can't play. I'm sure that experience is gonna help him out as well. And Gigi, I don't know, we just praying for you, bro. We just praying for you.
Get your head right, G. Please,
Get your head right, man, for
Too
sure.
damn talented, bro. Too damn talented, bro.
This summer, man, go to some good revivals, man, and get back on your game. Well, I appreciate you gentlemen coming on with me. My guy Kenny had to get off, so the three of us could rock. Thank y'all for checking in live. I can't see the numbers. I can't see how many people checked in. I'm not actually logged in to the show today. But for everybody at Bluff City Media, it's been a great Grizzlies season. Man, shout out to Evan, who represents No Bluffing Podcast. You guys were great this year, for sure. Love y'all stuff. I don't know what time they come on. Just be online, cut your notifications on, and watch that joint. Great show, though, man. Great show. Him and Chris do a great job. My guy Paris does his show, also does the Daily Grind as well. Both of these gentlemen do the post-game bounce a lot for post-game recaps of the games. Shout out to everybody who covers the Grizzlies with Bluff City Media this year. This your boy, Anthony Sain. See y'all next week, man, and we out.
Thank you for listening to the Anthony Sain Show. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. For comprehensive coverage of Memphis sports, head over to www.bluffcitymedia.co and find out how you can become an insider. We will see you back here next week.